One moment. Oh. I don't know where I put them. Shit. I can always get more. Alright. Good evening, everybody. I don't know what happened yesterday with the live stream, but a lot of you stopped by to say hi. So that probably won't happen again. But anyway, if you're new to my live streams, I sit here, I make weird monsters while I watch YouTube videos in the background. And yeah, not too entertaining to watch, but pop by every, 20 minutes, see what I'm up to. Maybe I'll have finished the project by then. Yeah, I'll start with some of this.
At Canadian Tire, we love our products as much as you do. But with over 1,000 new sale items each week, we've had to learn to let go. Shop new deals every week at Canadian Tire.
Weird.
Cashew granola with dark chocolate chunks, cashews, and more in 3 delicious flavors.
If I get one murder in my life.
Let's see now. That's not what I wanted to watch. So where is it? There we go. Nobody needs that much of me.
Hello, friends, and welcome to another video. This week, we're going to be going on 7 dates in 7 decades, because Tyler's going to be stuck with me forever, past, present, and future. Thanks to Olay for sponsoring this video. Now, I've always been a fashion history enthusiast. I love a good bit of dress up, and I've always been kind of a nerd, so it's kind of the perfect crossover. A little bit of petticoat, a little bit of learning. If nothing else, I'm edutaining myself. And over the years, I've done a number of fashion history videos, from our original decade fashion video series over 7 years ago, to zooming in space with my 1950s bullet bra, to exploring historical wedding dresses, and even going back to my childhood haunt, Colonial Williamsburg, and getting an 18th century makeover. And for some of these fashion history videos, I've made my husband Tyler come along for the ride as well, even if just for a little dip into the mustachioed waters of the past.
Peace and love, Beatles.
What's that accent?
Liverpool.
But an idea I've always wanted to do was to go all in on a couple's historical makeover and make Tyler get head-to-toe vintage makeovers with me, so we could then go on different dates in different decades, fully outfitted to a historically appropriate date activity. But this seemed like a pretty big undertaking, so it sat on my videos ideas list, gathering dust on the shelf, until Olay came along and said, is there any video you've ever really wanted to do, but just haven't had the resources to make the magic happen? Well, glad you asked, guys, because there are a few, but this one is definitely at the top of the list. So a big thanks again to Olay for supporting our channel, and thanks again to Tyler for, however begrudgingly, agreeing to play dress up with me. Yes, he's going to be my Ken,
pumpkin head.
except this Ken's job is mustache.
Hi.
Oh my god. It's like a whole
Hi,
new
Ingrid.
man. You got a whole new man today.
How are you today?
That's man right there.
Now, to kick off our dates, I thought the right place to start was with what I would consider the advent of modern dating, the turn of the 20th century, the original knots, when electricity was lighting up the streets for the very first time, and
Hello,
sparks
butter.
were flying between our OG daters.
How you
Now,
guys
since we're
holding up
going to be
tonight?
going so far back and are going to be dating throughout the 20th century, I did want to take a second to acknowledge that a lot has changed since then, and we are going to be portraying eras in U.S. history where women and minorities did not have equal rights, and where dating was not the same for everyone, as throughout these decades, queer relationships and interracial relationships were
Good.
discriminated against and were often straight up illegal.
Gonna work
And
on some
even if we
things
are approaching
tonight,
this
so
history in
I
a
look
lighthearted
productive
way,
anyway.
it's important to keep in the back of your mind a popular saying in the historical fashion community, which is that you can appreciate vintage style without idealizing vintage values. Now, in the 1900s, a lot was changing. Not only was electricity changing our way of life with newfangled inventions and technology, but people were flocking to American cities, looking for jobs in new businesses and hoping to make a way for themselves, including young single women now living and working outside of the family home. And it was these young women living in boarding houses and immigrant communities living in small apartments who began to disrupt the old ways of courtship, as there wasn't room for gentlemen callers to call upon a woman at home, and the place of dating started to just went out, unchaperoned. Though it would be a little while before dating would replace courtship entirely, as some early daters were even arrested under suspicion of prostitution. Now, Tyler and I have been married for 5 years, so I don't think us going out unchaperoned would have caused too much of a stir, but that doesn't mean
You can sub if you want.
You look livid.
I'm not too entertaining. I don't post a lot of videos anyway. Some TikToks, and I usually just do some live streams where I just work on stuff and watch YouTube videos in the background.
I've never seen you in this
Well, you're
vibe.
welcome to subscribe.
Right, yeah.
Never. Now, men's fashion has been pretty suit heavy for a long time, and the 1900s are no exception. But for a summery Edwardian era look, we gave Tyler a beige linen suit for as much of a leisure outdoor vibe as possible.
I'm the walking embodiment of the beige mom.
Oh God!
Oh, thank you.
Beige Tyler.
With some retro details like a satiny waistcoat, a kind of purposefully undone ascot, a snazzy pocket watch, and a straw boater hat, which really took the look from summery Teddy Roosevelt to a full Bert from Mary Poppins moment. Look at the amount of hat in this.
Hey, I'm gonna poke you in the eye with my hat. I gotta watch out, man. Dangerous selfieing.
Now for my look, in this era, the major beauty ideal of the time was the Gibson girl. Based on the illustrations of Charles David Gibson, she was fresh-faced and stylish, and certainly not provocatively painted, so our makeup artist Jimmy kept everything pretty simple.
Yeah, the vibe is like, look as hot as possible, but without looking like you're wearing makeup, right?
And the Gibson girl was often portrayed as sporting an iconic, poofy pompadour hairstyle, which in my case is a full-on wig.
I wonder if I can use these eyes again.
I understand the fear, and now I
Let's see
have
if I
the
can
same
use
fear.
those.
That does add on a lot of height to my person. And I get even taller when you take into account my very large hat.
Yes.
The very large purple head.
You're a
This
small.
back there.
Which is like
Are you hot enough yet? Hot glue gun needs another minute.
Was also depicted as having the desired S-curve silhouette of the time period.
I see it.
This way.
I see a little bit.
Yeah, like this
Here.
easy, like
I
this
know
way.
you.
Yeah, I see that.
Which was an hourglass figure with ample bosom and hips, which our costume designer Chloe attempted to achieve by strapping me into a corset.
You look cute.
Thanks.
You feeling armored?
Yeah, totally. I can get stabbed in this outfit. As well as adding on some butt pads and a frilly undershirt to really create
Okay,
that
didn't work.
loose, top-heavy mono boob look.
Is it hot?
Oh, is it hot? I think you meant like physically, because yes, it's hot.
A very loaded pause.
Is it hot? I think you look great, honestly.
That's not the same
I
thing.
think you look hot. You're hot as hell.
Though even with the exaggerated feminine silhouette, women's daywear of the time was actually kind of menswear inspired, which was supposed to better suit modern pursuits like bicycling, entering the workforce, and even attending college. I think together we look like a pretty smart couple, but we promised a date, so we gotta get out of here.
I feel like, honestly, just unleash us.
Unleash us into Los Angeles.
Unleash us, man. Let us out there. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to go.
And for our era-appropriate date, we headed to the Santa Monica Pier, which is the closest thing LA has to offer to the iconic Coney Island.
Authentic scooter. Within 1900s.
Now, in the late 19th century, waterfront resorts of all kinds had become super popular vacation and recreation spots,
Oh, it's windy. Don't lose that hat.
and Coney Island had been developed with hotels, boardwalks, public beaches, vaudeville theaters, and racetracks, making it a summer destination for millions of both wealthy and working-class visitors, all wearing some of the silliest bathing suits ever seen.
Are you getting some nice sea air? The doctor prescribed it to me for my hysteria.
But the electricity boom at the turn of the century brought with it the age of the amusement park, as mechanized rides, picture shows, and dazzling
Just gonna
lights
squish
ushered
that
in a
down
new
till
world
it
of
sticks good.
entertainment. And the opening of 3 separate amusement parks at Coney Island right at the turn of the century cemented it as one of the top attractions in the
Hi,
country
guys.
for adults, kids, families, and daters.
Scandals.
I could stream it a bit more, but that's okay.
I can't even reach his face.
And though I was already having fun, I will say on the Santa Monica Pier, we stuck out like a sore thumb.
I think this might be our best shot of getting on influencer in the wild.
Yes, we're very conspicuous, not gonna lie.
It's fair. I mean, even if the pier is still popular, the fashions are pretty different. Now, one key element of any boardwalk visit is the
Okay.
boardwalk
Looks
snacks.
different.
And there
That's
are a
fine.
few that we still have today that were popular in the 1900s.
Don't spill.
Oh my god, so good. Oh, I see another one.
Oops. Save, baby.
I say for the
For instance, waffle cones were invented around the turn of the century. So good.
This is over there. They did in the 1900s. It's called shotgunning ice cream.
You're not gonna work. Your ass are gonna collide.
Funnel cakes definitely existed, and though there's not staunch evidence of them at Coney Island specifically, it's a funnel cake ad. They are tasty, so we got one.
you were with a knife and fork. This is how you ate funnel cake in the 1900s.
There's a more proper society back then.
And we ended up shotgunning this one as well. And to round it off, we did have to, of course, get the most iconic Coney Island snack, the hot dog,
We're gonna Lady and the Tramp this.
which were so popular at the turn of the century that hot dog became a slang term that was synonymous with cool or bravo.
Actually awesome. Wow. Now that is an all-American snack. I'll tell you. Where you go?
Yep, toes back.
Now, to thrill its visitors, Coney Island had carousels, several early roller coasters, as well as chutes and slides. But the Ferris wheel felt like the safest choice for us, since a number of our wardrobe items were actually from the 1900s, in particular, my hat, which we didn't want to lose to the elements.
Wow.
The Ferris wheel was invented as a marquee attraction for the 1893 World's Fair in Chicago, both as a technological marvel and to provide its riders a scenic trip. Hi! They may not have had one on Coney Island until the 1920s, and the Santa Monica Pier does have a roller coaster,
Oh, with these guys.
Bye.
but it wasn't worth the risk.
The hat is secure. The wig might be gone.
All in all, I would say this was actually a pretty great first date. The combo of ice cream, funnel cake, hot dogs, and a ride or two, even 124 years later, is still pretty fun.
Pumpkinhead, Pumpkinhead, I got me a little.
Thankfully, even if my
Hello,
wig did end
yeah.
up looking like a bird's
Hello
nest,
there.
it did not literally become one for any circling
Halloween's
seagulls.
any time of the year for me.
Well, I'll say, hot dog.
And as we transition out of this look and into our next, we're going to have to do a little cleansing action. Because in the 20th century, the makeup trends changed drastically from decade to decade. And what better way to go from this to this than with our sponsor Olay's new cleansing melts, which are available now, in-store and online at a retailer near you. Now, Olay is a brand that's been trusted for years, with a proven history of helping women achieve their best skin throughout the decades, with science-backed innovative skincare.
From the original pink beauty fluid of the 1950s, to the beauty cleansers and sensitive skin moisturizers of the 80s, to the cult classic daily facial cleansing cloths of the 90s. And that journey continues with today's newest in cleansing technology, the Olay Cleansing Melts.
These little guys are water-activated pads that dissolve as you lather into a gentle foam. All you have to do is soak them with a little water, activate them in your hand, and then boom.
One
You're ready
ear's
to
on.
massage the lather onto your face and then rinse, helping you achieve a 3 times better
I can
clean.
turn you.
I'm gonna bring up some
Thanks,
here.
That's
Even
alright.
though you're going to
Not
get a
mess up.
super deep clean, as the melts cleanse, tone, and refresh your skin,
Oopsie.
they're still gentle enough for daily use, leaving your face feeling soft and smooth. Oh yeah, I've been using these bad boys for the past few months and I really like them. It does feel like a really deep clean each time I use them.
My skin does actually feel really good.
I will say I think the vitamin C ones are my favorite because they smell amazing. I would attempt one of those splash in water skincare commercial moments here, but I don't think that would turn out too well for me. Yep, there we go.
So make sure to check out the new Olay Cleansing Melts for a new, better way to wash your face and a clean that will last you through the decades. To learn more, check out the links in the description below. And as for me, I gotta take my bare face back to the past.
Now for our next date, we find ourselves in the roaring 20s, a decade that ushered in rebels, rule breakers, mobsters, and a lot of at least mildly illegal parties.
Mildly illegal parties.
Snazzy!
Snazzy.
How you guys doing tonight?
Now,
Working on
1920s
this guy.
fashion is pretty distinct all around, but it's also very different between day wear and evening wear. And since we were going for a night out, Tyler is in full formal mode.
You are fully black tie right now.
Yeah.
This is very fancy, very Gatsby.
With a very slick tuxedo look, which is, in all honesty, not that different from a modern tux.
Don't sleep with this, right?
Oh my god,
Yeah,
I would never
shit.
sleep on your little butt cape.
Except, yes, the tails, which do give it that vintage flair, and the satin waistcoat.
The thing is like, I feel like this
video is somewhat a ploy by me to get Tyler to wear things that are not gym shorts. And I feel like it's working. Now, my look is very transformational.
I think this look is extreme.
Extreme.
Like, it's very extreme.
Extreme
This
sports.
is Extreme House Makeover.
Yeah.
Sophia Edition.
Totally.
He's looking a little cute, but he's still looking a little
It's
blank.
mode,
Yeah.
but I think it's cool.
Now, the iconic figure of the 1920s is the flapper girl, who was always a rebel. If women in the 1900s were starting to exit the home sphere, flappers in the
Let's see.
1920s were challenging every social norm they could get their hands on. Driving, smoking, gambling, drinking,
I do like the
voting, and
yellow,
also
though,
rebelling
so
against
I
the
think I'll
fashions
stick
of
with
the
that if I
past,
can
wearing
find
the past an hourglass
one that I
silhouette
have.
was
Yes.
the ideal.
Not
All the dresses
sure.
were waistless and boxy, and where in the past long romantic locks were prized, flappers chopped their hair off into stylish bobs. And where in the past visible makeup was considered lewd or controversial, flappers now imitated silent film stars with heavy makeup, thinning their brows into expressive arches. I have a sinking feeling my eyebrows are about to disappear. Shane goes, to me, by gluing my eyebrows
Well,
down and
that's
color
weird.
correcting them.
Oh,
and
right.
them with as
I
much
don't have anything in my
concealer as
Etsy
humanly
shop
possible.
right now because I require like a tax number, even though I make under what needs to be for taxes in order to sell. I'm kind of mad at them right now, so I haven't bothered to call and get that number yet. It won't affect me at tax time, but it's just like a pain in the ass to have to go through it. Yes, fuck Etsy. How are we looking? What do you think? But yes, I do plan on posting, I guess, on Etsy again. And the last person I sold online to ripped me off. And Etsy didn't help. So I'm pretty pissed about that still. I wonder if I can use a Sharpie. A Sharpie would be easy. Just a classic little pumpkin mouth. What do you think? I kind of like just that. I think I just like that. I was gonna like put the black at the bottom and fill it in, but a little closed mouth looks really cute. Oh, good. Ooh, I do have a line there, so I'll make a little cheek. Yeah, there we go. There. I'm happy with that. Did you get? No, you're glued down. You just look open. There we go. It's a cute little one. A little bit different for me. Aw, thank you, Butters. Butter. My apologies. Buddy. I got these pumpkins. They were on sale at my little discount place there. Let's see if I can find one. I'll put him on the steps to go upstairs. Oh my god, he's so cute. And they had a bunch of different colors, and they all had something like this written on them. Thankfully, this comes off with just some acetone, but it will also start taking off the main color of the pumpkin, so you gotta be quick about it. Whew, pardon me. I'd like to finish you, but I don't have horns for you, I don't think. I got these bluey purple horns. Kind of big, but kind of cute. If I had two that'll match. Hey, two that'll match. This guy already got green eyes. Where did I put it? Okay. Wooden, not a dowel. You know, you put your barbecue on it. Skewers. Cut yourself off the length of that. Fun fact, 3D printed objects have a low melting point. Let me just get this off, hang on. It's just hot glue. I had to stuck to styrofoam because I had to glue it down to take it outside to spray it. You get dirty too? Of course you do. Lise. Anyway, so what I was prattling about, yeah. If you need to make a hole in something that's 3D printed, you can just use a hot glue gun because the plastic has a low melting point. Look, a hole. Fill with glue. Put your stick into it. Let it dry. Or let it cool down, I guess. So yeah, if you need to make a hole in something plastic. Ow, hot. Oh, that went right through. Another thing is, you know, see how you got that little rough shit on the bottom? You can also melt it with a hot glue gun. And then just press it down. And then it's like no longer sharp, like on your fingers. Through the effort of sanding it down. Fire will also work, but where I spray painted these, I don't know if the spray paint's flammable, and I don't feel like catching myself on fire. Stick of butter. Okay. I don't know. Oopsie, it's not dry yet. Alright, put you aside for a minute. Back to that.
Alright.
Let's see if I can find over there.
And then we're drawing them on top into slender cartoon-like curves. I look like a bird of prey.
Oh,
Right? Just nosediving up.
Peregrine Falcon Corps.
Help build a foundation for a very dramatic makeup look with smoky shadow and a period-appropriate small rosebud-shaped lip, which I would definitely say is a more evening vibe. I think there is also something that feels very villainous about me. Now, I totally respect the whole rebellious spirit, but I'm not sure if the whole slate of 20s style truly suits me. I do feel a bit out of my element here. I look insane, but that doesn't mean bad necessarily.
Right.
However, maybe that's the whole point.
After the beach, then we go somewhere a little bit shadier,
Where's she?
Nice.
a little darker,
Nice.
a little boozier.
Perfect.
So I'll set
Now,
up
by
for
the
one.
1920s, as young people pushed the boundaries of social norms, unchaperoned dating had become more commonplace. However, a new taboo had emerged: booze. Well, not really, because even though in 1919 gold standard had made booze illegal, plenty of people still drank it. And if they wanted to drink some homebrew moonshine,
It didn't
well,
rain
you
today.
might have sought out
I gotta get these horns done.
There are actually a few speakeasies in LA,
Come on in.
like this one, the Rendition Room in Studio City, hidden conveniently behind this bookshelf at the back of an Italian restaurant.
I didn't even know this was here. I'm trying to get a book right now.
It's not too bad.
Where's the books?
Now, interestingly, before
It's not too good
Prohibition
either.
started, a lot
All right,
of the saloons
I'll hold off on that.
only served men.
The pink
But
ones are
once
good,
drinking
though.
went underground, the alcohol-serving
pink.
establishments became more co-ed.
While we're here, let's get some Beetlejuice, man.
They're my favorite horns.
Because I'm on that nut.
They just look really good to me. They're not pointy, like sharp and pointy out too much. So there's not too much of a danger of like getting yourself stabbed in the eye or anything.
Yes.
Now, speakeasies
And,
got
like,
their
they're
name from
curly,
the
they're
literal
fun.
command to speak easy,
They're always
aka
fun.
be quiet about it, and they operated in a wide range of locations with varying levels of secrecy and fanciness. Some were hidden away in
I don't know if I
basements or
have anything
back rooms.
purple.
Others were pretty much
They're pink. I ordered some eyes, but I don't know if they came in today. I haven't left the house.
If your bride game was top notch, the world
Well,
was your
I don't
oyster.
have to put their eyes in them today. I can do all the rest of the stuff.
Mine's wrong.
For our cocktails, I ordered a White Lady, which is gin, orange liqueur, lemon juice, and egg whites. Eggs. Good. I always think that interesting uses of eggs read vintage to me, and Tyler's drink is a Sazerac, which is kind of like an old-fashioned, but with whiskey and absinthe. And yes, it was strong. Whoa.
Jesus, absinthe. Fuck yeah, it's gonna be strong.
Yours is like a milkshake almost.
Oh my god, wait, let me get my little sheet. And yes, like the true nerd that I am, I did bring some talking points to our date.
Is this your song sheet?
Yeah, I had a longer list. I mean, I'm going on 7 dates this week, so I got Riz. Here we are at this juice joint together. Say something.
Are you reading your vows?
You say something. Say something.
You're speaking applesauce.
And how? There you go. That means I agree. By all accounts, the 20s was a decade of opulence, glamour, and partying, and though it does seem like it was a pretty fun time all around, as was this date, this drink is the bee's knees. Knees, which were recently freed from their scorched prisons.
Free the knee.
All this underground activity did give a lot of opportunity for organized crime to flourish. What? You don't say. And how? And then the stock market came crashing down.
The stock market is dead.
And whore cock-sucking motherfucker.
So,
Okay.
we can, I guess. For our next date,
Ow.
we found ourselves in the 1930s, a time
I
when
just
most
pinched
Americans
myself
were
real
feeling the
good.
financial squeeze of the Great Depression, but that didn't mean they weren't looking for some good old-fashioned escapism.
Wow.
Good.
Pretty snazzy.
Thank you.
Now, the 30s are widely known as the golden age of Hollywood.
Lot of
With
work.
over 80 million people went to the movies at least once a week, the Hollywood studio system rose to mammoth status, and Hollywood stars
back
became
in.
unparalleled style icons. And not
Get
just
you
with the
back up
glamorous
like you didn't have a
looks, but
massive
also with the
back
clothes they wore on
operation.
screen,
To have your eyes
vacations
removed
in
out the front of your
Riviera,
head.
out and about in sunny Los Angeles, at the pool, on the golf course. Our looks specifically were inspired by the emergence of American sportswear in the 30s.
I like this all-American, not athleisure.
Right.
That's not the right era.
This might be athleisure.
It's kind of
This is
athleisure.
athleisure for the era, though.
Following the rise of sports and popular culture and an increased interest in practical dressing and outdoor activity, combined with the rise of machine-made knitwear, a new aesthetic had emerged.
Sporty spice.
Athletic, leisure. That's the vibe.
I feel leisurely.
Yeah, for men, this meant sweaters, cardigans, polos, and looser-fitting sports trousers for ease of movement.
Why are you playing baseball?
Athleisure.
Oh, okay, wait,
Yeah,
nice.
do a little athleisure action.
Okay, got it.
You know.
And for women, this meant pants. Now, pants were not socially acceptable to wear in just any setting just yet. In fact, wearing pants in the wrong place may have gotten you arrested, but for vacation, sports, or work, wide-legged pants were all the rage. Originating from the beach pajama trend, they were breezy and resorty while still being practical.
I feel like we're like trouser gang, right?
And for general summery vibes, you couldn't go wrong with a little nautical theme.
That's very Popeye and olive oil, right?
Oh,
Is that somewhere underneath here?
at least
Maybe.
all the way on top of this.
Okay.
Now, makeup in the 30s had evolved into a softer version of the trends from the 20s. Still inspired by on-screen stars, but as cameras got better, the makeup got less dramatic, more subtle, and, well, flattering. And hairstyles were also a little softer, like a slightly longer bob with some curls.
Here's some 1930s slang. If you were to get really excited, you would blow your wig.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
It's definitely different than your wig flying, though.
Wig blown is similar to wig flown. So it's kind of like 1930s meets 2018 humor.
And to top it all off, you did need a little hat. And for an era and activity appropriate one, we went with a beret. Because yes, we were going golfing.
Looks cute.
Well, mini golfing.
Let's hit the
Raspberry
links.
beret.
Broad.
Oh, right.
Let's see.
Mini golf?
Up there.
So we braved the SoCal
I'm just
Valley
gonna
summer heat
stick these
and
guys
headed
in
to
so I
Sherman
can-
Oaks Castle Park for a round of mini golf.
You ready to tee off?
I'm ready to tee off, sir. Let's do it.
Sure, I poked you.
Now, I didn't know mini golf was such a thing in the 30s, but it turns out it really was.
Not great. Not bad.
That was almost
I got around the corner.
pretty good.
Dubbed the madness of the 30s, it wasn't invented in the decade. I'm sure it has some kind of ancient Scottish roots, but a number of factors made it the perfect storm for putt-putt.
Let's go!
Did I just blow my wig or what?
Wig everywhere.
Golf had been growing in popularity in the first few decades of the 20th century, but it
Moving
required a lot of space and money. And a growing interest in mini golf in the 20s exploded in the 30s, as the Great Depression made traditional golf more of a luxury, and Tom Thumb golf courses popped up all over the country. Nice! As the inexpensive, whimsical game was seen as a way to cure the Depression blues.
That's risk. That's risk for you.
And with tight budgets, mini golf fans got creative, building courses in empty lots, public parks, or rooftops.
Okay. That was close. That would have been pretty embarrassing.
And making use of what was at their disposal, like tires, barrels, and pipes, to make challenging and unique obstacles.
Does that make it?
Oh yeah. I saw it get lost, yeah.
One woman who owned a cemetery even tried to get it rezoned into a mini golf course, arguing the headstones could be great putting obstacles.
Nice shot.
And by the end of the decade, there were as many as 50,000 miniature courses. With some of the staples of the sport that we know today, like castles, wells, and windmills, starting to pop up.
Play through?
Play through. Play through.
Now, overall, I'm not great at mini golf, though I do enjoy some good
I
healthy
am
competition.
too competitive for mini golf.
So I think we had some fun, even if we did bend the rules here and there.
Ta-da!
There we go.
I got it.
and it definitely let us take our 1930s athleisure outfits out for a spin. I feel sporty.
You know?
I feel sporty. Somehow the prop is helping me.
You know what it is? We look like the Polo logo.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're basically playing a version of Polo.
Just minus the horse.
Yeah, giddy up, baby.
So overall, not a bad date.
Oh, dude. Oh! Pretty good.
Legs, not too bad.
That was good. That would have been awesome.
Alright, I guess let's go to our next meeting. Cut.
So for
Oopsie.
We never forget your first episode. Hey You is home to the iconic reality TV
commercials.
moments that got
I also gotta make some faces out of these tonight.
Hold on, check me, bro.
from the Real Housewives to Below Deck.
Get a job.
Stream the episodes that have everyone hooked on Hey You, the home of reality TV.
Just casually waiting for shit to drop.
Doesn't mean you have to catch one. Get your daily dose of the sunshine vitamin with Immune Plus. Vitamin D and C, plus B vitamins and zinc. Get cold weather ready with Emergency Immune Plus.
Because small towns celebrate big nights. Beauty emergencies can happen anywhere.
Let's see, 3. I guess I
Little
could
extras
A.
need en route pickups.
Yes, skip. Skip.
Deserves a little spoiling.
Down, skip.
So for our next date, we found ourselves in the 1950s, a decade that gave us the baby boomers, speeding hot rods, and A-line skirts.
Oh my god! You look so cute!
Now, the post-war era of the 50s saw a return to traditionality, as women stepped out of their factory jobs and returned to the household, and men were expected to be the providers. And though the traditional formal getup of a suit and tie didn't change much in the 50s, in general, men during the 50s actually began to embrace more colors, patterns, and relatively casual styles.
You look so not different, but different.
Not different, but different.
It's just like put together, Tyler.
Yes.
As people had more time for leisure pursuits, and society rebounded after wartime austerity.
I feel like these looks are kind of like summery, you know?
Right.
But it is a little like,
Oopsie.
maybe the
There we
pink, salmon pink is giving a little like Miami vibe.
A little Floridian.
Yes,
Alright, I
exactly.
might have to
For
actually
example, the
put this
concept
somewhere,
of a t-shirt
let it
became a
sit.
thing during this period, pioneered by Hollywood style icons Marlon Brando and James Dean. Though for Tyler, we went for sweater action, topped off with an era-appropriate fedora.
Look like the bad guy from Jurassic Park.
A little bit. Yep,
Is
a
it
little bit.
messages I'm
Yeah,
getting?
Don's in here.
And
No,
for
because I'm
women's
not
wear,
getting.
the dominant silhouette of the period was marked by Christian Dior's 1947 New Look, which emphasized a full bust, a cinched waist, and an A-line
I got a
flare-out
message.
skirt, which was meant to encapsulate an exaggeradly feminine shape.
You look pretty stacked.
Oh, I am wearing a bullet bra.
Right.
Nice.
Like bullet stacked. Pointy and stacked.
Headlined by the Hollywood bombshells of the time, boobs became the appendage of the decade. And if you didn't have them, you could get yourself a padded bra, or even one of these trendy bullet bras.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're blasting off right now.
Talk about exaggerated.
I'm about to compete with Sputnik
Oh, yeah.
and orbit the Earth.
Okay.
As for fabrics, new colors and patterns were also popular in women's wear, and a matchy-matchy aesthetic of matching your clothes
Alright,
to your
I will get back
accessories
to
even your
them.
makeup became commonplace. And beyond the matching
And
eyeshadow,
a
lipstick,
little bit.
and nail
Oh,
polish,
an actual
1950s
message.
makeup was also
That's
supposed
nice.
to be aggressively
People
feminine,
remember I
with brows
exist.
and eyeliner, and the hair coiffed and curled in almost every circumstance.
Let's see.
Head of lettuce.
I will get hold of them tonight with information which they require.
At the same time, I'm used to body comparison.
I don't want to make faces.
Including
I'm running out of
our
time.
date, which being in the 50s definitely meant there was going to be a car, so I was probably going to need some
Oh, what's
protection
that?
from the elements.
Shall we go play some backseat bingo?
Whoa.
That's code for make out.
That's
Yeah,
probably
well,
another
interesting.
pumpkin, I
It's gonna be a
think.
good date.
Now, the emergence of 50s teenage culture saw teens going on dates to diners, sock hops, and drive-in movie theaters. But for a married couple like ourselves, we decided to go to the great outdoors.
I think we know how to drive it. Tyler, do you know how to drive this thing?
I am parked now.
Okay, we know how to drive it now.
Now, cars were a cornerstone of 1950s American culture.
Oh my god, it's
freaking huge!
That you, m'lady?
This literally looks like a boat.
It smells like a boat.
It's my little
The rise of
jackalope.
suburbia, having a hot rod was pretty much a necessity to get you from
He's
place
half
to
done,
place.
so let's find him some. We could go with these guys. The pink horns. They really match. Alright.
And car culture was also reinforced by government initiatives, like the construction of the interstate highway
I
system.
don't have any pink eyes, but we can find something else. I still have to get rid of all of these guys.
We tried to keep most of our driving to the side streets just to keep everyone safe.
Whenever airbags were invented, this was before.
Be careful. But I will say that even in 2024, classic car still has some serious appeal. And after circling
Oh, and I got a ribbon!
46
Oh, you already have a bow. Okay. And some thanks.
Alright, we head over to Echo Park.
Quick little jackalope.
Here we are for our picnic. I actually saw some people going on a picnic not in 50s gear.
Yeah.
So exciting.
Picnic o'clock here in Echo Park.
Yeah.
Now, in general, picnics are just a great summer afternoon activity. But there was a camping and picnicking craze in the 50s, as it was seen as a staple, inexpensive activity and a way to reinforce family togetherness.
Right, why don't you,
Unsheath you a fork or two?
Wait a second.
unbuckle me a plate?
And though I would say our setup is way more formal than a modern-day picnic, new and popular products like the thermos or Tupperware did make picnicking more convenient than ever before.
Oh, shit.
Look at that thing.
What do you got? Chicken noodle soup?
No, it's lemonade.
Oh, better.
Chicken noodles. It's 100 degrees outside.
And after scarfing down a number of era-appropriate salads, like this Jell-O fluff salad,
Good.
Ooh, that salad. Let me tell you, I know salad.
Yeah.
And that is salad.
Sweet green, eat your heart out.
Go.
which is low-key very tasty, but in all honesty, one of the least cursed Jell-O dishes of the decade.
There is a texture to it
Yeah.
that I don't fully understand,
Right.
but the taste is great.
This is like why old people like this.
We then decided to continue
There
our
we go.
exploration of nature onto the Echo Park lake itself, although the safety gear did not seem era-appropriate.
To be
These
fair,
will
it'd be
pop
really
off.
embarrassing to-
So when they dry a bit and they cool down, I'm gonna pop the eyes off and then they'll have a flat back with a glue dry.
Now,
And I can
Echo Park
reattach them
is
with
actually a
super glue.
historical area of LA, as the boathouse at the edge of the lake, and we think even some version of these swan boats date back to 1932. And this whole pedal boat thing always looks really fun from afar.
This is our swan. What should we name our swan?
Cosmo.
Oh shit.
Cosmo Jr.
But I've learned over the years that virtually any pedal-based vehicle that isn't a bike is pretty much a trap.
Shit.
The temperature is beautiful.
Fine. Stitch up the face.
The fountain is picturesque. And my thighs are already burning. But I don't think you're supposed to wear heels on this thing. It's like SoulCycle.
As the projection of fun masks the physical strenuousness of the activity.
Stop going solo so I can film the shot. It's not great for a date, but that's what we're doing.
But even though we did get pretty sweaty, especially in summer sweaters and high heels,
I saw a turtle, by the way.
I would still give our 50s date high marks.
Let's do it.
I mean, that car is hard to beat.
Hello.
For our next date, we found ourselves in the
Making some
1970s,
monsters
a
that were
decade
just
that brought us
messed up,
disco
so I gotta
balls,
fix
bell
it.
bottoms, and lots of hair.
Nice.
Yeah.
You look
Ready to boogie?
mustached. I would say ready to boogie.
Ready to
I would
boogie.
say ready to boogie for
Yeah.
sure.
Now, the 1970s was a decade where menswear and women's wear seriously converged. In the wake of the nonconformist movements of the late 60s, menswear in the 70s was more colorful, patterned, and androgynous than ever before. And fueled by the women's liberation movement, women's fashion became more like menswear, as wide-lapelled collared shirts, suits, and finally pants became staple wardrobe items that were now acceptable in every setting. And it got to the point where people were literally wearing the same things, as there was actually a trend of couples wearing complementary or even literally matching fashions, which I've always wanted to try. Tyler's being a pretty good sport about it, especially since these aren't just any matching outfits. They're matching disco outfits.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell by the way that I use my walk
Oh my god.
that I'm a woman's man, knows how to talk.
Disco fashions could be all over the board, either loose and flowy for ease of movement or tight and
Let's
revealing to
go.
show off the boogieing body, but shiny fabrics like satin, lame, lurex, and sequins were popular.
You look ready to hit the town and start boogieing. Frankly, honestly,
I feel the boogie.
yeah. I like it.
And there was also a lot of hair across the board. There's hair, there's hair, there's hair, there's hair. There could be hair other places. At one point, actually, we rented a very large merkin, but you just can't see
We
it.
just diced it up and we just used it in different places. Comment down below where the merkin is.
In the 70s, hair was worn long and big, either naturally or teased, and though in some ways that played into the
Landed
androgyny of the era,
operation.
the 70s was also the era of the mustache, seen as a symbol of rugged manliness.
Is that a soul patch right there?
It can be.
This one scares me. It's like really, really long one. Yeah.
And though I have tried to get Tyler to grow a mustache in the past, in this case, his whiskers are artificial.
That's kind of working for me. I mean, I feel like it might be the robe. It might be the robe that's like just kind of tying it all together.
Applied expertly by makeup artist turned mustache artist Ching.
Pretty good.
There we go.
Oh my god.
Thank you, my jackalope.
I'm terrified.
That's the reaction you want from your
So
datee.
cute.
And not only was a luscious mustache prized, if you had it, some chest hair also wouldn't hurt.
I've added a lot of hair to my face, none to my chest. So that's all me, baby.
It's all natural. Oh, it's like a shag carpet. This isn't to count out my hair, for which we went with a version of the iconic feathered Farrah Fawcett flip, which not only complemented my bronzy makeup look,
You kind of look right out of Anchorman right
nice, kind of so do you, but also added like 6 inches to the top of my head, which, when you take into account my platform heels, did make me intimidatingly tall, like a, brick house. Speaking of which, it was time to let it all hang out
now. Pretty good. It's pretty good.
and head to the disco. That is, the roller disco. I can't
There we
believe
go.
we're going roller skating again.
Yeah.
Now, we have actually
There we go.
gone roller
What do you think?
discoing before in our
It's an adorable little
1977
pink
fashion
jackalope.
video way back in the day, but it turns
Put
out
the teeth
that if
in,
you
you'll
want
play
to do some
dentist for a
discoing on
minute.
a weekday afternoon, the Moonlight Rollerway in Glendale is pretty much the best option out there.
Alright.
I think Tyler watched like
Can I pop the eyes a little bit?
this morning and he knows the whole day.
Yep,
The
good.
first 4 minutes, like 7 times.
Unfortunately, I'm pretty notoriously bad at roller skating.
Gonna reattach those eyes permanently.
A baby horse, like a newborn horse, and have remained bad since our last visit. But in the name of disco,
Ready? Watch her.
I was willing to give it another shot.
You look great.
I'm 1 mile an hour.
Now, disco originated as more of an underground movement, finding its roots in the gay club scene in New York in the late 60s. Originally as a place where many people from different marginalized communities would get together and dance it out. But by the mid-70s, disco music, fashion, and dancing had become mainstream.
Ready to do some roller discos?
There we go. That was done.
Think Studio 54, ABBA,
Ta-da.
Soul Train, and Saturday Night Fever.
Oh, damn. You're not bald.
That's not all I got.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Growing to be a $4 billion industry with over 10,000 discotheques
really like
open
the
across
pumpkin
America by 1978. Roller skating was also quite popular by the late 70s.
Gotta have another one of that.
Possibly as part of the greater fitness trend that blossomed into the 80s activewear craze.
Am I getting better or worse?
I think you're definitely getting better.
There's nowhere to go but up.
Except for straight down.
And somehow, we all had the great idea to put the two together. And bam, the roller disco fad was born, peaking at the end of the decade.
Pretty good, right?
That was pretty good.
How big that?
Luckily for us, Tyler's actually a pretty solid skater, way better than me.
I feel like a regular following
Oh my god, stop. So he became my training wheels, as even as I was picking up some speed, I still needed to be babysat at virtually all times.
Do you think this is kind of romantic?
I do feel every time we do this that you're taking good care of me.
Yes.
So in that way, I do find it romantic.
Yes. Nurture dependence.
Though I
Oh,
do
little
think
brown
we can
bear.
acknowledge my slightly improved skating
Gonna get
skills,
pink.
as I was able to occasionally
Let's
let go of
see,
Tyler's
what's happening
hand
here?
and even do some light boogieing.
Cabinets.
What is this move?
It's just been unleashed from the vault.
And though I would say that the matching satin did certainly help with our groove, we did bring slightly different vibes to the function, as I looked uncannily like Inigo Montoya, and Tyler looked kind of like a hot Lorax, which weirdly did not turn me off.
Oh, wait. I just gave a Brittany Gross reaction. Oh. Oh. Here.
Here. Absolutely stuck.
That's not so bad.
Poor
And
thing.
although going in, I was prepared to
Then
die,
you'll scratch
the
your
hair,
nose.
the matching shirts, and the surging adrenaline made this a surprisingly fun date.
Where is your
This is a
end?
great date. I love this. I would do it again.
As long as Tyler is willing to play the mustachioed savior,
Oh, Tyler, help me. I can't roller skate without you.
Night in satin shirt.
Luscious chest hair.
It's the chest hair that's really doing it for everybody. Everybody, not just her.
There we
counting
go.
in.
Matching chest hair.
So our next date finds us in the 1990s, a decade of flannel, friends, and frosted tips.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's my 90s crush.
Oh my god, stop.
The 90s were a time of relative peace and prosperity, and a period of what felt like rapid technological advancement, but in hindsight was kind of a calm before the storm of the internet age. Tyler and I were also alive in the 90s, even if we were kids, and between the two of us, have some memories and opinions about fashion trends and general pop culture. For Tyler's outfit, we went for what I would call a normcore look, which was kind of like a back-to-basics trend in the 90s, centered around normal clothing, like casual button-downs, sweaters, t-shirts, jeans, and slacks.
There we
And as
go.
part of
This is gonna be your new head.
dressing down of America
Don't
in the
worry,
90s.
you'll only
As
hurt
these
for a
casual
moment.
looks were seen on everyone from celebrities on red carpets to characters in sitcoms.
Lord.
Neck down.
How many
It's
pins
giving,
did they put in you?
Chandler Bing,
Okay.
Right? The bowling shirt too, like the
Yeah.
oversized bowling shirt.
Exactly.
Which actually is a really good look on you.
Yeah.
And a little peak of chest hair.
But
What
the
did I
head
miss?
hair has a little extra flair, with a little bit of that 90s heartthrob center-parted butt cut,
Little butt cut, baby.
seen on many famous heads of the time.
This is my 90s aspiration, is butt cut.
Right?
Yeah, kind of
You were a
actually.
kid, I mean, we were both kids in the
Yes.
90s. But you were a kid in the 90s looking at, like, who had a good butt cut? Like Nick Carter. Debbie
Yes.
Sawa. Okay, that's probably
You
better.
know, the bad guy from Scream.
There you go. And you're like, that is what I want to be.
That is peak hair.
My look is also pretty casual, and though I certainly wouldn't call it a goth look or a
Come
full-on
here.
grunge look, you can definitely see some vampy influences blend into the general popular styles of the era, with the witchy vibes of The Craft, the vampire slaying vibes of Buffy, and the dark cybergoth vibes of The Matrix.
These shoes are literally exactly the style of shoes that I twisted my ankle in 3rd grade.
Damn.
And that's the year 2000. I'm not scarred by the experience, but I just wanted to comment on their accuracy.
For my makeup, we also went for a bit of a dark look, starting with some matte powder foundation to create a flat canvas,
Oh yeah, so matte. So mad.
Come on.
Powder foundation used to be such a thing.
Off with their heads.
Suddenly it wasn't anymore. Yeah, I feel like a piece of paper.
and then showcasing the trademark accent of the decade, a brown lip. And then to finish off the look, Jing added in some chunky highlights to my hair,
Oh, finally.
which in my head is very
Another
early 2000s Kelly Clarkson coded,
My mom never let me get chunky highlights. Thank God. Got pictures to prove it.
but in the late 90s was rocked on heads like Jennifer Aniston, Gwen Stefani, and Ginger Spice.
What do you think, Ty?
You look like all of my 90s crushes right now.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Then that's good.
Yeah.
And for this normcore dude and slightly but not too edgy chick, we were gonna keep things low-key with a little movie night.
I hope I didn't dress too teenage.
I feel like there's examples of people like on that.
Definitely finding a difference between posting with my logo and posting with like an image.
At our Airbnb.
With a butt cut.
I'll try it the next
So
time
we
I get a
headed to
free
one of the
night.
only video rental stores left in LA, Be Kind Video.
All right, so we are at the video store. We don't really want a DVD
No.
because we actually do have a VHS player that Tyler is going to hook up for us
I'm
later.
convinced I know how to do it. I can rewind it.
So we're gonna get a VHS.
Now, 90s dating was more casual than ever before, though still more formal than the decades that followed, as the lack of cell phones meant that you had to make concrete plans and then actually show up at them.
I mean, a landline. Hello.
And even something as laid back and low effort as hanging out and watching a movie at home required a trip to the video rental store.
I don't know Father of the Bride Part 2.
We can't just jump in part 2.
I never saw, no, I've seen Part 1. I didn't even know there was a Part 2.
Yes, Blockbuster and Kick It was the OG Netflix and chill. Now, Tyler and I are no strangers to a good rental store visit,
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
They have D2 the Mighty Ducks down here.
but for any rental store virgins who can't drive, the optimal strategy is to enter the store with some kind of plan, lest you end up browsing the shelves for all eternity.
In the car, we were thinking The Mummy, maybe? That's what I wanted. But I feel like part of the fun of the video store is that you get to see what's here.
And in our quest to find an action-adventure movie for our date, we did almost get sidetracked by some bona fide classics,
Home Alone? Atlantis: The Lost Empire. Hot Boys.
I don't know what that is.
Looks like Snoop Dogg's in it.
A more risque option,
Oh, also, Buns of Steel. That could be a date movie.
and one absolute
fits.
no.
Oh, anything but Caddyshack. I hate Caddyshack.
What's up with the ears on?
Literally never. I hate it.
Caddyshack.
Least favorite movie,
We eventually did stumble upon The Mummy Returns,
Great movie.
but not from the 90s technically.
2001.
Yeah.
so instead we decided to go with Jurassic Park.
Classic,
Right.
actually in the 90s. And I feel like that, the vibes are adjacent.
I agree. To me, they're similar movies.
Right, exactly.
So
Love
with our
Jurassic
VHS
Park.
in hand,
These things were so big, I kind of forgot.
I know. They're nice and chunky.
Right? It's like an item, you know?
all that was left to do was to go see if we could make a VCR work in 2024.
All right, Tyler just said it's going to take him 8 minutes to set up the VCR. We'll see how long it takes him to set up.
Yeah.
This is the TV that we rented. It's super dusty.
Yes.
You
It
rent.
is sort of hilariously sitting right below our Airbnb's actual TV.
Now, I admire Tyler's confidence,
I remember the red one goes with the red one, and the white one goes with the white one, and the yellow one goes with the yellow one. Does that help?
but the 8-minute time frame was quickly out the window.
That is not very 1998 of you.
Yeah.
I might be able to let an Ask Jeeves slide, but I don't know about a Google.
But after a little bit, we were actually able to hook up the VCR to the TV effectively, but try as we might,
Ready?
No.
Taste, right? Okay, there we go.
But not the screech.
we couldn't get the VCR to play the VHS.
There. It says play. It's trying to play.
But it's not going to numbers.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
And after many, many rounds of troubleshooting,
Yeah, it's supposed to start having numbers, right?
we thought we were complete flops.
Come on. Come on.
Numbers.
Oh,
But it turns out that this VCR is actually broken, so it was not our fault.
nothing's happening.
So in order to complete our 90s date, at the very end of our final shoot day, we got back at our 90s outfits and gave it another go, with a different, hopefully alive, VCR.
Numbers. Oh.
Okay, we have numbers. That's a sign of life.
And just like Dr. Henry Wu was able to resurrect the dinosaurs from fossilized DNA,
See, that's me.
Oh, damn.
we were able to resurrect a fossil of our own.
Ready? Press menu to end.
Ooh! Could that be the movie?
That's Jurassic Park.
That's right. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Let's do it, baby. Date night.
And let me tell you, after all that struggling,
Nice. Smooth move.
Jurassic Park has never looked better.
This is good.
I still think it's perfect.
Have we thoroughly tried it?
So for our final decade, we found ourselves in the not too distant past of the 2010s.
Tyler looks exactly the same. Tyler has no costume on.
Radical change, guys.
And since Tyler and I have actually been dating for a decade, since 2014, we decided to kind of dress up like ourselves in the 2010s. Maybe not exactly 2014, maybe more like 2015, 16, 17, but you know, us a decade ago. For Tyler, that actually meant very little change, since there are plenty of clothes that I bought for him when we first started dating, including this shirt that he still wears regularly.
So this is Tyler's actual shirt that I think I bought him in 2015.
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
And it's still in the rotation.
Big time.
Still in the closet rotation.
In fact, as we all know, there are gym shorts he's had since the late 90s that he still wears.
Actually, you're like a, under consumption king. You know what I mean?
Though for this look, he decided to wear some jeans, which we also all know.
Okay, give me this.
This is an elevated, put-together date Tyler look.
It's 3 tiers, right? It's jean shorts, joggers, jeans, right?
Yeah.
And so we're going on the nice date.
My look is a little more different. I tracked down one of these skater skirts that I used to have a bunch of from Urban Outfitters back in the day.
I remember this skirt, big time.
I think we did like a couples outfit swap video in 2017, and Tyler wore like this exact outfit basically as me.
That's why I know that skirt.
Yeah.
But it's not all different, because I am still, and probably forever will be, rocking the Birkenstocks.
Some things have changed.
Right.
the Birkenstocks have remained. In fact, probably the most different thing about my look is actually my eyeliner, which I used to do completely differently. I think this is how I used to do my eyeliner.
It is, yeah. A little bit on the eye.
Yeah, it's like an eyeliner pencil, and then you just have to decide to end.
God damn it. Fuck off. Where does it stop and where does it end?
It kind of freaked me out looking in the mirror. Like, oh, I remember doing it like this. This is going up on BuzzFeed Yellow. Now, since we weren't playing vintage characters in this decade, but we're actually just pretending to be ourselves, we decided to go on a date that we used to go on all the time, which was the classic, go to the mall and walk around for a while date.
All right, the world's our oyster.
Nice.
What do you want to do?
Glendale.
Okay.
So we ended up at the Glendale Galleria / Americana for a classic mall fest. This is our classic spot.
This is our spot.
This is our spot.
Smells like what's
Hey, waking up?
That's my favorite scent in the world.
We're back, baby.
Minus your pheromones.
Oh, damn.
Some of our favorite stuff is still
you
there,
bastard.
like one
Release.
of the infamous Bath and Body Works of 2018 Franken Candle fame.
I'm not really sure it's a date spot.
It's more like a I drag you there spot.
Date ender.
Fuzzy.
It's the thing that could have been a
Yeah,
deal
it works.
breaker, but somehow wasn't. And though some of our favorite spots are now gone, Bibigo is gone. It's a Nashville hot chicken place. A moment of silence for Bibigo. Like any long-term relationship, the stores in the mall are always evolving and changing, and what used to be your favorite thing can be replaced by something even better that you didn't even know existed. I think they added a Mongolian barbecue place.
This mall got
Oh,
supercharged.
I'd like to try Mongolian.
Anytime you said that.
barbecue.
And after spotting the Din Tai Fung, now in a prime spot right at the front of the Galleria, we decided it was time to steer this date right into dumpling mukbang.
Give me some dumplings.
Want dumplings?
Let's do dumplings.
I like how this whole video is about outfits, and then suddenly it's about dumplings.
It's about dumplings. Welcome to our dumpling vlog.
It's been about dumplings the whole time.
And Olay.
Now, it was kind of a whirlwind trying to pack 120 years worth of dates into just a few days, and though overall they were a blast, I think it's clear that no matter what decade it is, the most important thing is who you're on the date with. What is it like to have been dating me for a decade? And you better be nice.
I've been sworn to kindness here.
And I'll happily take Tyler to stuff his face with dumplings for many decades to come.
You're great.
And who knows? Maybe in another 10 years, we'll do it all again.
Ooh, pull me forward.
Oh yeah, man.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like that video, make sure to smash that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to smash that subscribe button. Here are our short form / social media handles. A big thank you to Olay once again for sponsoring this video. And we will see you guys next time.
Every time you look in the mirror, remember, you have what it takes to style life the way you want.
We never sleep on a good deal. Especially a good deal on a pillow.
Welcome to my latest case, Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake.
Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake.
Choose either Junior, Dear Ned. Remember selling the dong?
Here we go!
Oh, I already watched that. Let's see. I think this might be my last guy for the night.
What's going on? Where's she going?
We'll try this one. It's Halloween season. Watch Until Dawn.
It's fine. She just can't take a joke. It was just a prank, Han.
There it is!
That's deranged.
Iconic.
Deranged.
You know. Hey guys, and welcome to GT Not Live. For today, we've got Sam, we've got Ash, and we've got a blast from the past.
Hello! It's me. I'm Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie.
I was, until very recently, still in the intro. Doing things like, here.
We finally got her out of it, and now she's back in.
Here, let's read, here. We'll reenact, here's how you probably know me.
Shaking, this is meant to be a
This is meant to be a fish. I'm here to play some games. I heard there were some games of cooking, and boy, am I hungry.
Well, it's nothing like having an old host on the couch, like playing an old game.
Oh, it's old.
Old game. Yeah, so, and I think that kind of made sense. It probably could have made more sense if I had thought it in my head a little bit longer, but the long and short of it
I
is...
think it's just, I mean, before it comes out of your mouth, why would you do that? Don't start now.
That's the essence. I'm starting now. Right, I'm so close to the end. So close to the end. Why would I start thinking now?
Don't break your perfect streak.
Yeah, so the reason Stephanie's back, one, is because, you know, I've only got a couple episodes of GT Live left.
I know, I hate it.
Ash, the, like, light in your eyes just left.
Life change incoming. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that?
Well, you know, it's very bittersweet, where it's like, I still feel really excited that, you know, I get to take this with Sam, GT Live to its next era, but, you know, it's also been like 2.5 years of us living it up, so, you know, it's a little hard to say goodbye to that.
There we
but
go.
She's like, get the heck out of here.
You're gonna boot me like the security logbook.
Oh yeah, just drop kicked out the door.
Yeah, please, thank you. Speaking of me getting drop kicked out the door, come watch me get drop kicked out the door live on October 26th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time.
No, I can't cry anymore over you.
So will Ash.
Leaving.
Everyone's gonna be kicking me.
Yeah.
You're reliable. I mean, like reliable.
We're doing combos.
It's serious kicks and
We'll juggle them back and forth.
Yeah, a little AAV, you know.
Luckily, my up B recovery is pretty solid, so you're gonna have to kick me multiple times to get my percentage up there.
Wait till we get this parry.
Oh.
You don't know what's coming with that.
Yeah, I'm like Rob with my ability to get back onto the stage. Anyway, that's a Smash Brothers deep cut. Anyway, that is a Saturday. You're not reading your calendars wrong. That is actually happening on a Saturday because we figured, hey, when we've done live streams in the past, we've done them at inconvenient times for people who have normal lives. So why not do it on a weekend when people are available to come and join a live
I think I'm
stream,
working
right?
that day, of course.
seems so intuitive and smart.
Right? Except for the fact that, you know, you have people who also work with you and have normal everyday lives.
Yeah!
Right? So thank you to Sam and to Ash and to everyone else who's coming in on their weekend to come celebrate my final stream. That's gonna be great.
You will not believe what we have cooking up. I've had secret conversations with Steph, secret conversations with Sam. He has no idea what's about to hit.
Hot,
So
motherfucker.
we have that going on. But in the lead up to that, one of the things
Don't
that
know if
felt
I've been
very
through or
timely,
not.
actually, was one of our first series that we ever did on GT Live a decade ago.
It's
Almost
really
at this point,
Yeah.
a decade ago.
But a very memorable one.
Well, it's an all-time
There are a lot
classic.
of memorable ones, but yeah, but it's one that I like. Every once in a while, I still see a meme about this, which is nice.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, Until Dawn,
Stay.
the kind of written up the
Stay,
original
little bear.
Choose Your Own Adventure game, but like one of the early like mainstays that really took the internet by storm, just had a remaster that released. And with it being one of the first series, I think it was actually our first like official full gameplay series. This had like 5-6 parts to it. It was a long one.
Oh yeah, it was hard to split up because we would only play it once a week, which was on Fridays, and this was when we were doing 5 live streams a week, and this was in the era of TGISGF.
Again, Ash's eyes have died a little
I know. You inherited such a better era. Let's play Until Dawn.
Yeah, so Until Dawn just came out, and I know Steph and I, so this is us going back to like this original series, which was amazing. Ash, have you seen this game, played this game ever? Or
Not once.
Not once.
Not once.
Never.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so exciting that they're going in blind. Oh, it's like we get to relive it again.
Well, I hate to ruin that illusion.
Oh.
I had watched this series when you guys did it about a decade ago.
God.
I have not revisited it, so I really don't remember anything about
God,
it.
I have such a problem with time.
Okay. Well, there you go. So that's
Can't
so
believe
that's
it's
my
been
friends
so
what we're doing
long.
today. It's a little walk down memory lane.
Did you ever think you'd play it with us?
Literally never. Why would I think that?
This is so weird, actually.
Story.
Literally never.
So close. I need a bow and ink. Where'd your little ribbon go?
It's just an HD remaster, right?
I think I threw it out. No, I didn't. It's
version of it, so it's like
right around within arm's reach.
slightly better graphics.
Might have to find you a different color pink.
Given the timing of where this release landed in my personal arc on this channel, it makes sense, right?
Absolutely, and it's
Makes sense
Halloween
for
time, and it's a fun stroll down memory lane, and we can see how far we can dig ourselves out of the uncanny valley. My guess is not very far.
So last thing that's worth calling out before we hop into this is that when we played it, we did it live, like you called out. We were doing 5 live streams every single week. And on Friday was Scary Game Friday, so we did play scary games the rest of the week. What was our content back then?
Oh my gosh, it's a different channel,
right?
Can you imagine
We
doing
had,
games
we
that
had
aren't
enough
scary?
content every day.
Yeah.
Every day, 5 days a week, there was content.
A lot of Mario Maker,
What
to be
was?
fair.
I mean, yeah, there was Mario. That was a thing.
Different era. We did like the weird like international
We
games.
didn't even do meme reviews because there were no meme
No,
reviews.
we didn't react to things either. It was just different games. Anyway, the reason I bring it up is because the audience was the one making the bulk of the choices, and I remember, much to the chagrin of, like, you should make the choices, and I'm like, no, we're playing with the audience, and the audience gets to make the choices. So now, I think the way that we should do this, since we have some newbies in here, we have people who've forgotten the game, we have people who have, you know, just grown old and
That's
senile.
definitely
Anyway, long story short, we're
not
going
the
in and we
best
get to make
pink
the choice ourselves.
bow.
And the way I would propose this is we each get.
I would like it to be bigger!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have the ribbon!
Well,
I have every ribbon, except for like the color I need. I have blue, but like not pink. Rainbow, chickens, Christmas, Halloween, but I want pink. Oh, damn it, you're useless to me. What's that? Oh my god, I think I found pink! Ew. No, I don't want peach. Purple.
Those are the paths. The smallest decision can dramatically change the future.
Yeah.
This was
White.
They really hit it out of the park in the first one. Your actions will shape how the story unfolds. Because after this first one, the pathways felt less branching. And it felt more streamlined in a lot of ways.
Like they came together at the end.
No. I don't have a pink. Not in the right shade, anyway.
Story.
This one felt very.
One of many. Look at all those possibilities on that butterfly.
Right? That butterfly is seriously actually.
Yeah, full of capillaries.
Those are some well.
Well, you'll do for. Oh, wait. Let go. I have the light pink from earlier. Good idea. Release. We'll double you up.
Society, we value being proactive. We put on sunscreen. Your teeth are no different. New Pronamel Active Shield.
This is me booking. This is me.
And this is me.
Book your auto appointments online, anytime,
Oh
anywhere.
yeah, I gotta get my winter tires put on. There's hail this morning. Wonder if I can double up like
Recycle My
that.
Electronics ensures the destruction of personal data stored on hardware because safety and security counts. And there's a drop-off location within 30 minutes of most homes in Nova Scotia. The future is in your hands. Don't let it go to waste. To find out what and where to recycle, visit recyclemyelectronics.ca.
It's two familiar foes. Lightning. Maple Leafs. It's on.
Okay.
Monday at
I gotta go.
7:30. Prime Monday Night Hockey. It's on Monday.
Make it big, we can always tighten it up after. I think this one goes like this, actually. To get it to lay right.
Butterflies have an aorta? I don't think so.
It's a big organ for a little bit of butterfly.
It's like one large tunnel of blood all through the butterfly.
It's like a butterfly anatomy after this.
Right? So I just uttered the phrase tunnel of blood, and I don't like that. Don't.
Like an edgy poem title.
It's also going to be like butterflies.
Shouldn't be that complicated.
No, you're thinking poem.
It's a bow! It's not that complicated!
Blood is like their emo era.
It's just a prank, hand.
Just a prank.
Yep.
Oh man, okay.
Shit, tiddles. One more time.
Breathing.
That smells really good. It was a lot of fun.
Classic.
Is it still on?
A little bit of funny. Oh, hey, bud. Oh, okay.
Okay, who's gonna be Beth?
At moments in the story, you'll need to stay still. Hold the controller still and don't panic. Try it now.
Whoa! It's that. Whoa! No way!
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, don't even get me started on this.
It's so sick!
This really can have some significant consequences, as we found out last time.
Oh, really?
It's quite a long
No, we're gonna skip the bow for now because I'm too frustrated. I'll get a nice big fat ribbon for you tomorrow. Alright, you need some eyeballs.
I know.
I don't want to use green, so we're gonna use red again.
You're capable. Not the gear.
Don't worry about the hair.
It's so much worse.
I put down the controller in the interest of keeping it as still as possible. There you go. I don't know if you want to pet that deer now. Oh, see? Some major turns on you.
Here we go.
Things get bad.
My Ghetto, I'm coming.
Oh man.
Look at me, teddy bear. I must know where your eyes
The
go.
memories are coming flooding back. It's great.
Hey guys. I have a purple, a rainbow, and a red stripe. Is anything matching? I got a rainbow.
No spoilers?
Might have to go with rainbow.
Jeez, Josh. Once again, brother, you've outdone us all.
Okay, the elves are still a bit uncanny.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no, we're still comfortably uncanny.
For being remastered, they did not remaster the lips moving with the words.
Oh, Josh, my guy.
Yeah,
Oh, buddy.
he's having a rough night.
Yeah.
Or a great night, one of the two.
No, I don't think
Yeah.
this isn't. We've gone beyond fun.
I was never one of those people anyway. I was just calling it out. You should take off his shoes though. That'd be
You know,
nice.
shoes on the couch. What are you doing?
No, we don't want that.
Like leather material.
You can tell they're just renting it. They have no regard.
Hannah's breathing a lot.
It's like an
also,
Airbnb.
based on these sound effects. A lot of Hannah breathing.
Wham.
Ah, yes. Yeah, great. Cool story, bro.
Receive and leave. Okay.
Oh my god, I can't believe you actually did this. Shh.
You're gonna find if you need to go straight. Gosh, I remember these people.
Right? We're like old friends.
It's like Proust's Neverland, a flood of memories. Everyone is so smiley.
Don't you guys think this is a little bit cruel? Oh, come
Okay.
on, she deserves it. It's not her fault. She has a huge crush on Hannah, and Megan lives on him. I'm just looking out for my girl, Em.
Mouths are not working at all. Sorry. They're very aggressive mouths.
Wow.
Just because he's class pres doesn't mean
This is absolutely how young people speak, right?
Yes, this is it.
Just because you're class prez.
Just because he's class prez.
Granted, this is a game from like 10 years ago. That's how they talked back then.
Obviously.
I was in high school. No, it was not.
You didn't call your class president the class prez.
No. This is how you talked back then.
Oh,
didn't
you're just
realize it.
deciding for me?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
This is what it is.
What do you think?
Don't worry, I swear we play the game at some point.
What's this?
Wouldn't it be funny if the prank was just pulling a lit log out of the fire and like burning it with it? It's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank, bro.
I am
Just social.
so curious about this prank I keep hearing about.
He's got problems. Okay, we can move around the kitchen.
Oh, excellent.
Let's move around the kitchen. Look at the environment here.
It's very dark.
Oh,
Right?
unbelievably dark.
Yeah, I will say that.
Heard, Chef.
That's called high definition graphics.
Woo!
Those blacks are real black.
Ooh, man.
I will say, this is a very 2015 outfit.
Fuck it.
Like, we wore this, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Beanie? Absolutely.
I was going to say it's the beanie, really. but it's just not.
100%.
Oh god.
All right, don't want to miss the totem, guys.
It's the beanie that's like, maybe I have a very deformed brain.
Oh.
Right? It has that like weird like
weird blob, and
yeah,
it's
the
like
little
two,
blob.
and it's not one point, it's the two blobs.
No, it's like
You've got both lobes.
it's ovular. Yes.
Yeah.
Hot, hot, motherfucking hot. Fuck, why'd I do that? Ah, it's burning my flesh.
Heck of an island, man. This is a high investment kitchen.
These kids are smart.
Open concept.
Also, remember, this is 10 years ago. The economy was in a different place.
Right? Exactly.
So true.
Right? These kids might have had some expendable income. You know?
Crazy.
Ooh. Let's
Note.
R2.
Here we go. Han, I'm not hanging out with you. No one gets me like you do. Come find me later. I'll be waiting.
That's what they all say. Like,
Oh. He's class prez.
God. What did our naive sister get herself into now?
What did our naive sister
What did
get
our
herself
naive
into?
sister get herself into now?
Oh, classic naive sister.
Oh, man.
What? That's how I refer to my family.
Right?
It's how humans speak. In
What did my
2015.
naive father get himself into?
I love my intelligent co-workers.
Exposition.
No wonder.
No question.
Stay up on
Oh,
the...
boy.
We're rotating a lot. Wow.
Hello.
Oh, cinematography. Okay.
Hello?
I'm familiar.
This is how.
Hi, Mom.
Okay.
Call you in the morning, okay? Good night, love you. Night, night. That was my mommy.
I can see it. Perspective, for sure.
Whoa.
Wow. Look at these cuts. Peak. Is this Kino?
Oh man.
Is this cinema? Oh, you bet it is.
Is this on Letterboxd?
this is how the butterfly before.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
Like a motif.
The themes of this game are not particularly subtle.
Oh, whoosh.
Yep. Here they are. I hope you can follow everything that's going on at
There's
this
so
moment.
much happening.
They're, right? Okay, so what we've gathered is people are walking. Mike is an idiot.
They're spinning with mischievous grins.
Oh man.
Final checks. Here we go.
You can tell she's the nerdy one. She wears glasses.
What? Get out of here. Look at how natural. Look at that remaster.
So unsettling.
Lord of his domain right there.
Uh,
Oh, we be filming this.
It's actual cinematography.
Cinematography in the cinematic game. Whoa.
They're
There we go.
YouTubers. They're filming a prank.
Oh, it's more of a social
A little, you know, making out. Let's see where it goes from there.
This is such an appealing lead-in.
Is this not how people talk?
Ah! Wait, he said start with making out.
Yeah, making out doesn't start with
I don't have anything. Oh, no, wait, I have another purple one. I don't know if it's big enough though.
No!
Wow.
What's this?
Right, Jackie.
God!
Are you kidding? Yeah, I could.
You guys are jerks. You know that? Anna?
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Right? Especially the guy holding selfies.
I know.
Too bad. Alright, I think I'm done for the night.
Oh, the poor thing!
Right. She had pinned all her hopes on the class prez.
Oh, the class prez! Our naive sister!
Right, I know.
Okay, do you want to wake Josh over here, since you related to the beanie?
Yes.
Do you want to wake Josh or find
With your
others?
2015 self, like Josh or find
Josh is going through it. I'm finding others.
Find others, there you go.
Alright. Calling it a night. Thank you for stopping by. Got a few little things done tonight. So we'll see you in the... Bye-bye.
No, honestly, like, what is he gonna do? Mumble around?
What's going on? Where's she going?